There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time, or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen mofo, ain't no time to slack, so just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother, just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my virgin kitchen. Today I'm making hot cross buns. I'm dressed as the Easter Bunny, and this mask, my friends, is coming off. I wore this outfit last year, did something a lot easier, and hot cross buns are intense, so we're going to replace it with some rabbit earmuffs, and we're going to get in the zone and make this. Hopefully you hit pause at the start of the video to write the ingredients down. Let's get cracking. Right-ho, let's jump straight into this recipe, and I've already done one little step. I've got 225 millilitres of milk here in a jug, and in there is a cinnamon stick, which I've snapped in half, as you can see, like this, and we've got some cloves, see those cloves like that, and also a teaspoon of nutmeg. So I gave it a little stir like this. Now you can heat it over the hob if you want, but I'm going to be like a little bit lazy and a little bit try and rapido a little bit, because we have to warm the milk quite a bit for our baby, Chloe. So I'm just getting used to that, maintaining those standards. Put it in there for 30 seconds, a little stir, 30 seconds again, and that should warm it enough. So while that's in the microwave doing its thing, remember, do it for just about a minute and stir it halfway through. Get a bowl. In fact, you should hear the microwave ping any minute. Add your flour in, kind of like that. The cloud goes in your face. There's the microwave. Now we add our butter, straight in like so. And we have to get our fingers and thumbs in there, or if you're a rabbit, you probably have like paws like this. I'm not going to stick the paws in. Fingers and thumbs going right in there, like rubbing it together like this. Once your flour and your butter is combined and it's fine, kind of like an R&B singer would sing, what you want to do is grab your sugar, plonk that in like so. And this is half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, in there too. So I'm just stirring through the salt, cinnamon and sugar into that. And what we'll do, make a little well in the middle, like this. Get 2 eggs that have been beaten together. Whoa! And then get our warm milk and pour that through a sieve on top of the egg mixture. I'm going to go for about half of the amount of milk initially, and we'll stir it through. So let's stir away like a crazy rabbit. So I'm now adding a little bit more milk, and then we'll chuck in our yeast as well. So we're going to give this bowl a yeast infection right now. Straight in there like so. Added a little bit of sugar as well, just to sweeten it up again, and just mix through. Get that yeast all the way in there. It should be nice and moist. So after giving it a darn good stir together, this is what it's looking like. It's kind of moist, but still movable. It's not thick and stodgy and dry. That's how you want it, because we're going to start to knead it now with flour. Alright, so for the kneading, I've just got a chopping board with some plain flour scattered around there. You could be childish and like make a little face, eyes and nose and a mouth, or you could just get your dough on there. So there it is, sat straight on top of that smile. Getting some more of that plain flour on there, and I'm just going to start to just pull it apart and knead it and press really firmly and sort of pull it apart and tuck it over. Just generally knead it, get that yeast working. I think I got a bit carried away with my kneading then, and I've moved the chopping board a little bit, so I do apologise. Once you're happy with it and it's all nice and smooth, grab yourself back to that bowl, boom, in there. So we've got our dough mixture in that bowl. We put it in there temporarily because it's now going in a new bowl, like that, which has been greased with some butter. Now I know what you're thinking, it's quite messy around my kitchen at the moment, and it is, but don't worry, because once we cover this with some cling film, we've got plenty of time to tidy up. I'm talking 2 hours. Alright, there is cling film on that bowl. I know you can't see it from that angle, but probably if I go like that, kind of like that toilet prank that a lot of people do. Please don't do that. Well, if you do, don't tell me that you did it, okay? So what we're going to do is whack that warm into a really warm place. Now this is my boiler. Put it right up there, out of the way for a good 2 hours to prove. It's got to prove itself that it's worthy to be a hot cross bun, I think. So that's what we're going to do for a few hours, and then I'll tidy up, and we'll see you in a bit. Right here, my friends, that has been a stonking 2 hours, and in the words of a grandma, or perhaps the thing you might say if you see an ex-partner walking down the street, haven't you grown? Wow, check out that bowl. It is enormous now. The yeast has worked its magic. It's doubled in size, and it's time to get out of that bowl. Now, we didn't add the fruit, which is over here, to that stage earlier, because what we have to do now is knead it again. And I know if I added the fruit earlier, I probably would have tried to skip that step. So what we're going to do is take it out of that bowl, put it into that bigger one so we can knead it in the bowl, keep it nicely enclosed and still sort of pliable with that grease around there, chuck in our fruit. So let's do that right now. Right, yep, so there's our dough back in there. It's smelling yeast-tastic. Pour the fruit straight on top, like so. And now we get our hands in there, combine it all together like this, get it all in there, start to knead again, pull it, tug it, all that. If it's getting a bit too sticky for you, why don't you get some more flour, like I've got right here, some flour. You see that? What I'll do is add that gradually if I need to. But I'm going to use that grease around the bowl first of all, really work that all in there. There we go, so they're well and truly stuck in there. Kind of looks like a giant cookie from above. What we're going to do is tear little segments off now and start to make the bun shapes. Rabbit-tastic. Alright, so I've got some of the mixture in my hands now, and it's about the size just over a golf ball, maybe like a small deflated tennis ball kind of size. You know what I'm saying. Roll it together into a ball shape, and then sit it on your baking tray. Press it down a little bit like this, so it'll still keep that roundy shape. And what we've got to do is roll up all our other ones. They will double in size, so be aware of that. When you're looking at your baking trays, you might need a few more, and we just let them rise again. So due to a shortage of baking trays, I'm now gone down to 6 hot cross buns. They're now behind me back in that boiler cupboard, just proving again. They probably won't double completely in size, but they will rise a little bit, but they're covered as well, so bear that in mind. Don't want any dust from the broiler getting on there. Let's work on our cross. So to make our paste, I'm just adding 4 tablespoons of flour into a bowl. Like that, nearly poured it over myself. I would have antiqued myself. That would not have been cool, although very funny for you guys. We're going to add water in there to make a watery glue, which will make our cross. Alright, so there's the flour, and we're going to pour in some cold water, probably about the equivalent of a tablespoon initially. Yeah. So grab yourself a fork, and then just mix it together. Right, so I've just added another tablespoon, and this is starting to get the right consistency. So a good thing about using a fork is we can really work those lumps out as well. So keep working away. It's good for the guns. There we go, so we've got a great texture there, nice and thick and smooth, loving it. And you know it's ready, a little bit like egg whites once you whisk them up, because you can pick the bowl up, put it over your head upside down, and none of it will fall on top of you. Please do not try that, because it will. That was supposed to be a joke. Anyhow, let's get the buns out and dress them with our crosses. That's supposed to be a cross, sorry. Alright, so as you can see, I've already done one cross there, nice big thick band. I'm just grabbing a spoonful of the mixture and running it along like this. Oh, that one's a bit of a thinner one. It's a lot easier probably if you use a piping bag, I'd imagine, but I haven't got one of those, so I'm just gonna, doesn't matter to be honest if it's rough for me, I'm just gonna go straight across like that, help push it if you need to along, and there we go, that's our crosses on the buns. There we go, then they're about to go in the oven. I haven't bothered to wipe any of the excess away, I'll just do that once they're done. So I'm putting them in the middle shelf for about 20 minutes, should go nice and golden brown on the top. Temperature's that, down below. Let's see what they come out like. Guys, it's just been 10 minutes, so I looked in the oven, just going in there to spin them round, and I noticed that they weren't sort of changing colour, and I remembered you're supposed to put some egg wash on the top. So if you beat together 1 egg, and then just brush it, gloss it up real nice, put it in there, should give it that golden shine. Otherwise you'll have white cross buns. Right here then folks, it's been 40 minutes in total, 25 minutes in the oven, so they're golden brown on top. Remember the spinning round and the egg wash. So the first batch of 3 were done, cooled down a little bit, but they're still nice and warm from the oven. And I've got these little girls here, the munchkins, they've been tucking into it. You've had a good go, haven't you?
Yeah.
That is what they are looking like in total, but there was 3 obviously, as you can see the mark there. Cut it in half, and that is the remains of it. This one has been demolishing it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you have. You say yeah. Yeah, so ultimately it didn't go amazingly well. That's my first time ever making hot cross buns. So she wants to just get stuck in. There you go, mate. Have a go. She loves her food, doesn't she? What did they taste like to you?
Pardon?
What did they taste like to you?
It tastes like strawberry.
Tastes like strawberries. So if I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on, and see you again next time. Bye. Thanks for watching the video on the hot cross buns. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share. It really does help to promote the channel. Over there on the right hand side is the last video we did, banana mash, where Phoebe came up with her very own recipe and we made it reality. Cheers for watching.